Hey, welcome to Business Piglet's third vlog episode. I'm actually supposed to be in a meeting right now with a guy that I met networking last week, but he accidentally stood me up. So after phoning him, he was very apologetic, and I'm going to meet him tomorrow now instead. And he said coffees are on him, so every cloud. But it was a lovely sunny day, and as I've done my makeup and got dressed, I just thought, why waste the opportunity, and I'll record a vlog instead. So this week's vlog, I've decided to give a very brief introduction to the world of networking. Now, networking is very, very important, and if you're considering starting up your own business, it's something that you're going to have to do. I could talk about networking for hours and hours and hours and how important it is for any young business, but I'm going to try and keep this week's episode quite short and just kind of give a brief introduction to networking. So what networking is, it's where you go into a room full of other business owners and you meet them and you talk about your business experiences, and at most of them you have to stand up and introduce yourself and introduce your business, explain what you do and a little bit about your background. It's usually about 60 seconds that you get. Now, this sounds quite daunting to quite a lot of people, and before I started networking properly, this thought scared the shit out of me. I thought, how can I stand up in a room full of people, introduce myself? It's so scary. And I remember my first networking event really clearly. It was at a golf course and it was really posh and it was ladies only, and we were sort of sat at like a big table, and you just go around the room and everyone stands up and they say who they are and what their business is and what they sell, etc. And I remember counting down the amount of people until it got to me and thinking, shit, I don't have anything planned, I'm so scared. And it got to me and I just sort of stood up, didn't really make much eye contact, and just very quickly said my name. I think I completely forgot to say my company name, just sort of said what I did and how old I was, I think, and just sort of sat back down. It was a really shit pitch, but bizarrely, I actually got a client from that day. A few months later, she got in contact with me, and I then did a video for her. So although it was a terrible pitch, it just goes to show how important networking is. So there are thousands of networking events around the UK. There are some big ones like BNI and Business Biscotti, where you pay an annual membership fee and you meet with members weekly or monthly, and they're really good because you get to know the people that attend and you build relationships with them. But my advice to anybody who's thinking of starting up a new business or who has recently started up a new business is to try as many different networking events as you can, and just then attend the ones that work for you, because some that might work really well for one business might not necessarily work as well for another. So it's really about finding the ones that benefit your business the most. So I think I've tried maybe about 15 different networking events now. I've gotten to know the ones that benefit me and my business, and the ones that I've got work from, because although the point of networking is to meet business connections and to find out what other people do in the area, we're all in it to make money and make our businesses more profitable. So it's not worth investing loads of time and loads of money into a networking event if you're not really getting anything out of it. It's very easy to kind of turn them into social events and just, catch up with people and chat to the same people over a coffee. But essentially, if you're not benefiting from it and you're not, getting clients from it, then maybe consider trying a different networking event, because they're all different. And as I say, each one benefits businesses in a different way. So it's worth just trying as many as you possibly can and then sticking to the ones that you find most beneficial. I cannot stress how important it is, especially as a new business and especially as a sole trader, to network and to meet other businesses. And as I said before, it's not just about making a hard sale and making this big, sales pitch. It's about making business connections. So, to give an example of the importance of networking, I might go to an event and meet everybody in the room and chat to them about video, and maybe none of them are ready to invest in video yet, or they've already got a video. But when you think how many people every individual also knows, you're also connecting with them, because all it takes is one conversation with them and one of their connections. Say once somebody they just said, oh yeah, I'm thinking about having a video done, or I'm wanting my wedding videoed. then because you've met with them, you'll be the first person that they speak with, and they can say, oh well, I met somebody today actually that does videos, I'll pass on your details. So when you network, it's not just about networking with everybody that's in that room, it's also about connecting with all of their connections as well. Now, because I've run my business for about a year and a half, I know a good majority of the local businesses around here, and if anybody, you know, if it comes up in conversation that somebody wants someone to design their website, or if they want a graphic designer, or if they want, you know, a certain type of product or service, instantly somebody will pop up in my head that I've met through networking. So that is why it's so important to build local connections with as many different business people as possible. And to be honest, I'm not sure how successful a business can be without networking, because if you don't know other local businesses in your area, how are you supposed to, you know, connect with them and to sell? So you're probably not going to go to your first networking event and make millions and billions of pounds, but you will make something much more important. You will make business connections, and you will meet people who will recommend you to their friends and to their business connections. And as soon as you start building that trust and that rapport up with people, that's when you start seeing a return, and that's when you start making good profit. So go out there, go and network, go and meet as many people as you possibly can. And even if you're speaking to someone who you think, well, they're never going to buy from me, you don't know, and you also don't know who they know. So just go out there, go and make conversations, go and have coffee, network, and do the best you can. Remember, no hard sales pitches, just go and meet people and be natural, and people will warm to you, and people will buy from you. So that is my best and my most important bit of advice to young businesses. Go out there, go and meet the shit out of people, and I will see you very soon. Bye!